Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another coffee rant with Danno and Frank, our Patriot Bald Eagle. Tonight, we are drinking Dunkin'. Finishing off some of my Dunkin' here, trying to save some other coffees because prices have just gotten ridiculous on things, so I'm making it a little weaker these days. Not adding as much as I normally do, but we have something else we need to discuss tonight. We have some freeze-dried fruit that is on recall from Sam's Club. That's right, freeze-dried fruit. Another recall, and this one has to do with listeria. So make sure you check your pantries. I know we have a lot, probably thousands of viewers on our channel that shop at Sam's Club. So I want to make sure you are aware of what's going on. We did hint on this the other day. Didn't get to do a lot of research, but now it has all come out on this, and we're going to discuss it. We're going to be reading from USA Today as we go through this. So let's get to it. USA Today's headline, freeze-dried fruit sold at Sam's Club recalled over listeria risk. Boxes of freeze-dried fruit sold at Sam's Club retail stores have been recalled due to possible listeria contamination, according to a U.S. Food and Drug Administration FDA notice. Dohler Dry Ingredient Solutions, LLC. That is Dohler, D as in Danno, O-E-H-L-E-R. D-O-E-H-L-E-R. Dohler Dry Ingredient Solutions, LLC issued the recall for Members Mark freeze-dried fruit medley pack 15-count boxes due to the potential contamination of the organism that can, quote, cause serious and sometimes fatal infections in young children, frail or elderly people, and others with weakened immune systems, end quote, the FDA notice says. As of Thursday, July 31st, the date the recall was published, no illnesses have been reported due to the possible contamination. The freeze-dried fruit was shipped to distribution centers, and get ready, because this is all over the country. It is a lot of different states. So the freeze-dried fruit was shipped to distribution centers in Alabama, Arizona, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Iowa, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, Louisiana, Maryland, Maine, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, Mississippi, Montana, North Carolina, North Dakota, Nebraska, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, Nevada, New York, Ohio, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Puerto Rico, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Virginia, Wisconsin, West Virginia, and Wyoming. It sounds like that is pretty much all of the states. Oh boy, it would have been easier to name the ones that weren't included in this. So I'm going to show you guys a photo here of what it looks like. Okay. There's the picture of what the box looks like there. The variety pack, which I know is very popular. Very popular. And let's see. They go on to say, how was the possible listeria found? According to the notice, the Cartersville, Georgia-based company discovered the possible listeria via internal testing of its products. The recalled freeze-dried fruit was distributed between July 1st and July 25th and sold in Sam's Club retail locations. The products were packaged in foil pouches inside a corrugated box, which had the lot number and expiration date located on the bottom, according to the notice. They go on to say what freeze-dried fruit products were recalled. The recalled products are all 15-count Members Mark freeze-dried fruit variety packs with the UPC code UPC 1939685090002. Again, UPC code 1939685090002, and used by dates ranging from June 24th, 2027 to July 25th, 2027. So a couple years out here, and that is according to the notice. What are symptoms of listeria infection? A lot of different things. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, or CDC, symptoms of Listeria infection include fever, flu-like symptoms such as muscle aches and fatigue, headache, stiff neck, confusion, loss of balance, and or seizures. The FDA warns that while healthy individuals may suffer only short-term symptoms such as high fever, severe headache, stiffness, nausea, abdominal pain, and diarrhea, a Listeria infection can cause miscarriages and stillbirths among pregnant women. Now, I already read through these articles, and the one thing that we're not seeing, okay, and this is something we've talked about a lot. We've read through different, things that doctors have said through articles over the last couple of years. We've covered this a lot. We've covered Listeria a lot on the channel. We've covered foreign materials in products. We've covered salmonella. We've covered, just so many different things. E. coli. We've covered so many different food recalls over the last couple of years. And the one thing that keeps coming back to me that I think of with Listeria is that it could take a long time for this to come up, right? Apparently, you could eat something with Listeria and then 2 months later have the symptoms. Right? Remember when we were going, because they say anywhere from up to like 6 weeks or something crazy. Now, these things have the tendency to change. And if this one, I know that there might be different strains, and this one may not be in part with that. But I do know that we've gone over a lot of different things with Listeria where it's like, how do we even know what we ate 2 months ago? Right? We don't. I mean, your brain is going to think of the things that are most, in common ties with Listeria, like frozen items, right? Like ice cream, which, I mean, Listeria can happen anywhere, but I mean, it's, usually when we read about it, it's some frozen item. That's the most common, right? But, and that's where I just wanted to talk about that for a second, because it is something where it's like, you really do have to think back. So if you have these symptoms, I'm not saying, don't go to the doctor or anything at all, by any means. I'm not saying, if you feel like you ate something and you feel weird, go to the doctor, please. But it's like, how am I supposed to determine whether I just have got the flu or not? Am I supposed to tell my doctor, oh, I had that ice cream 2 months ago, should we test for Listeria? It's just something that is so broad and so much of a headache to really think about. And the thing we always come back to is, these companies, the lab work, the things, everything needs to be more tested rigorously, and I believe that is a common factor of why we keep having all these recalls due to Salmonella, Listeria, E. coli, because the lab work and stuff really, it must not be that great. It must not be that great. We're getting all these daggone recalls all the time. And guys, I know, thank you to everyone who continues to put different recalls in the comments and sending us emails. I can't cover them all. There's just so many. I try to pick out the ones that, really affect the channel, stuff that we do on the channel here. I know we have thousands of viewers that shop at Sam's Club. I definitely wanted to cover this one here, but let's go on here for just a second. What should consumers do if they have the recalled freeze-dried fruit? Consumers who have the recalled freeze-dried fruit in their possession should not consume the product, according to the FDA, adding that they, quote, should discard it and may visit any Sam's Club for a full refund, end quote. Get your money back. We shouldn't even think about throwing it away. I don't know how much that is, but I mean, I'm sure it's not cheap. Freeze-dried food is not cheap. Freeze-dried fruit is not cheap at all. So get your money back. Anyone with questions can contact Doler Dry Ingredient Solutions LLC's customer service line at 770-387-0451 from Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, so the next part of this video, I want to talk a little bit about what I did today. I went to Ollie's Bargain Outlet. Okay, I'm not going to say what I saw, but I will say it's some of the best deals that I've ever seen. And I wanted to give you guys a quick heads up. That is tomorrow's video at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you check it out. Some of the best deals I've ever seen at Ollie's Bargain Outlet. So much savings there. I was so excited. It all starts as soon as I walk in the front door, guys. I mean, it was absolutely amazing. Take advantage of some of these deals at Ollie's. Also, always like to mention, me and Jessica are doing Instagram now, so if you would like to see some photos in real time of us on Instagram, we post a lot of different little things we do, different places we go, and stuff like that. If you want to follow us on Instagram, if you have an Instagram, make sure you check that out. Also, we would like to hear from you. If you would like to send us a card or any fan mail, we have a place for you to do that now at Adventures with Danno, P.O.Box 58585, Cincinnati, Ohio 45258. I will put that on the screen right here. Yeah, it's always nice hearing from you guys. We do like every couple weeks, once we build up some different mail, we do like a little open mail reading with you guys. Me and Jessica will do a video and share some of our appreciation from all of you guys. But keep up on all of the different recalls. Make sure you guys are paying attention to all the different prices. Stock up on the sales as you see them within the means of your budget. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great night.